Well, hello, friends. How are you today? We're going to talk about something that most of us like to avoid, and that is losses. Who likes to lose? I would pretty much bet that most of us don't like to lose. I especially do not like to lose. You see, as you can tell right up here, competition, I always mix it up. Competition is my number two. And so when I pursue an opportunity, I really want to win it. It was like that when I was in doing business development in-house in the commercial construction industry. And it's very much like that when I walk into opportunities for authenticity. But sometimes I'm only focused on the losses. I'm only focused on those things that sting the most, especially if I've been pursuing them for a while. And I don't celebrate my wins enough. So as we walk in to the latter part of 2023, that's the question that I have for you. Are you celebrating your wins, or are you just really ruminating on those losses, especially those ones that you've put a lot of energy, effort in for a really long period of time? And that subject came up recently when I was visiting with a client. I was asking him specifically about a project that I knew that they had pursued. And I wanted some confirmation because I thought that I knew who was building. It's a building project. And so I asked him about that project, and I had a confirmation of who the general contractor actually was hired for that project. And when I mentioned it to him, he said, "Oh yeah, the word on the street through the subcontractors is that they're a terrible client. There's lots of delays on the project. The general contractor is losing lots of money." And so I summed it up for him and I said, "So actually, it was really good that you guys didn't win the project." And he said, "Yeah, that was fantastic." And it reminded me, much like I say in my training, business development trainings, business development is much like dating. And that is as much true in the pursuit of new opportunities as it is in the losses. It reminds me of that old Garth Brooks song, "Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers." It's true for dating and it's true for business development. When you reframe the way you think about your losses, in that it's protecting you from risk, and the fact that you might need to spend, in fact, you do need to spend your time, energy, and effort where it's more appreciated and valued, then you can release it and let it go a little bit easier. Look, that's not natural to me. I want to focus on the losses. I want to focus on what I can be doing better in the next time. So then that way I can ultimately win. But as I was flying back from this conference that I attended just recently, I was reflecting on how 2023 has been. And 2023 has been just this interesting year. I call it weird because it's been unpredictable for me, not good or bad, just unpredictable. And as I went through my very manual CRM and started looking at the wins and losses that I had, I was telling myself that 23 was a far worse year than it was, and actually really needed to focus on all of the good things that have happened, all of the really great wins that have occurred within 2023. I've only had 3 losses. I'm very, very blessed. And I've had right at 20, maybe a little bit more than 20 wins. That's a great hit ratio. So I'm very grateful for that. And like I said last week in my blog post, so how are you looking on your year in 2023 as you start to wrap it up and really reflect on how has it been? How, of course, always looking at ways that you can be better, and then really predicting what is it that I'm going to do differently in 2024. You take good care. Call me if I can be a resource in any manner, and I'll see you soon.